All right, Flash fans, this video is going to be about Luck Be a Lady. Not so much an episode review, but, and again, this is just my personal opinion here. I actually feel that Hazard, or Becky Sharpe, has been one of my favorite characters on The Flash so far. This is not just season 4, because to be fair, it's only been 3 episodes, but the entire series as a whole, seasons 1, 2, and 3, just because I do love how we get the little introduction of Becky or Rebecca Sharpe at the beginning of the episode, where we get like a behind the scenes of how her life actually has pretty much sucked so far when it comes to, well, Lady Luck not shining on her. I mean, we saw her lactose intolerance, the fact that her boyfriend cheated on her in their own apartment, how she literally lost her job at the casino, and we even get like the mug shot of her in Star Labs, and then the fact she's been rear-ended several times, I believe 4, had her identity stolen twice, been cat burglarized, I believe it's cat burglarized when a burglar stole her cat, and the list goes on. And I felt like she was a lovable character, you know, not truly a villain, but somebody who had a bad string of luck. Lady Luck shined on her, and life is finally turned around. But by doing so, there are negative effects where everybody around her has lower probability or lower chances of good things happening to them. And when you look at the episode, the only real crime, and again, I guess if you looked at the episode and saw something I didn't notice, the only true crime she committed was when she went to the bank, took money that really wasn't hers, and then left. I mean, everything else, well, was just Lady Luck shining on her, like at the casino, that rental car services, giving her the free ride, going to the sushi place and whatnot, when her boyfriend had the food cart dumped on him and whatnot. That was pretty much, you know, law of averages, I guess. But the one thing I didn't like is how they pretty much just locked her away at the end of the episode, where, you know, she was a quote unquote villain, mainly because the power kind of got to her head, because Barry even tried to sit down with her and just talk her into the fact that, hey, I know you're a metahuman, you got those abilities, but you took money that wasn't yours. And literally, if it wasn't for her robbing that bank, or her powers not causing such a wide range of negativity throughout the city, causing a lot of disasters, she might have been walking free until maybe the Thinker got his hands on her. But here's just I wanted to make this video for a couple of questions I wanted to ask. Now, I get that it was a lot of behind the scenes in terms of her backstory and humor, but there are a couple things I had questions about in regards to Becky this episode. Number one, when she was at Jitters getting her coffee and whatnot, and told the cashier exactly how she wanted it, just because, well, she has the big lactose intolerance, he seemed a bit kind of taken aback in terms of being impatient, and like, oh, she probably was talking for like 20 minutes explaining why she needed to have her drink made a certain way. I believe she said she wanted soy milk, took that one sip, it wasn't soy. So there are two questions I have about that scene. Number one, shouldn't she be able to sue because she was given a drink which she clearly stated was something that could make her sick if she were to ingest, you know, non-soy milk? And number two, if she really had to go to the bathroom, why didn't does Jitters not have a restroom? Or is she one of those individuals, because I know people like this, who only go to their own personal restroom at their house or apartment, not in a public, you know, area? Well, given the fact that she has a bad luck streak, she probably had to go to the bathroom at her house in order to catch her boyfriend cheating on her. So I just wondered, was she able to sue, and why didn't she? And why didn't she just use the bathroom at Jitters? Number two, when it comes to the casino, when she has the good luck powers, why didn't she just go to the casino to begin with, to, you know, win at the slot machine or blackjack or the crap tables, whatever she was playing on, to win more money, as opposed to robbing that bank? Or did she just go to the bank to get the money to go to the casino? I don't really understand that, because if she would have went to the casino, to that $10 million slot machine, she could have just did that and won $10 million, and that would have been that, as opposed to her gathering, I guess if you want to call it negative energy, by winning all of these different games. She should have just went right for the $10 million and won that, and that would have been the end of it. Again, just my opinion there. So I just want to let you all know that, personally speaking, Becky Sharpe has been one of the more entertaining, quote unquote, villains of the Flash thus far. And I hope that we get to see more of her in the future, because you really feel bad. I feel like the writers did a good job of making, and again, this is just my opinion when I saw the episode, they did a good job of helping the audience connect to, Becky, in terms of, wow, it's like this girl has a lot of bad luck, and then she finally got a stroke of, mercy, and it kind of went to her head. And also backing up to Casino, when she was working there, when that one guy slapped her on the behind, and then she turned around and he dropped his drink. Shouldn't she have been able to charge for sexual harassment? So just like the Jitter situation, she was put in a situation where she was the victim, but then got bad luck as a result and got fired. So there are a lot of things that Beck, well, then again, with her luck streak, she might have hired a lawyer that may have lost the case or something like that. But that's just my perspective on it. So with that being said, what did you think of Becky Sharpe Hazard as a villain for the Flash? Do you hope she comes back in the future as maybe like a Pied Piper, so to speak, in terms of being a good character? I mean, who knows? But with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.